Mona Lisa smoking a doobie.
What's that building?
A hotel.
Oh, that's where I'm staying. I'm gonna come out there.
First bank. Or GCF Bank is right there.
What's that paint on the left? Hey, there's Brian. That's so cool that you guys live together.
That's just tight.
It's the Kramer.
Oh yeah. Kramer from Seinfeld.
Yeah, I'll show you guys Brian and Jake's room.
Oh, I forgot there's 2 rooms in here. And
There's the
there.
closet.
How's
Lots
the
of walking
nining
though.
situation going?
The what?
Nining situation.
I heard Brian and Jake nine each other.
I believe it.
Such a wide lens.
It's funny.
Show these bed sheets.
Have you slept there yet,
Oh.
Brian?
Bro, these transfer bed sheets are a chick magnet, man. Yeah,
What are you
they
guys gonna
work.
do if somebody comes over? Or like if you're trying to invite a girl over?
Jake goes to work out.
But like what if there's 2 beds in the room and shit? You got
We stick to one. I stay on my
It's
bed.
so funny with the lens.
and his bed.
yeah,
So
it's pretty
It's like an alien.
wait, do it to your face.
the fucking
Okay,
forehead
this
angles
is
amazing.
the main bathroom. It's currently getting worked on.
Fucking washing machines blocking the door.
Here's the kitchen. Pretty nice.
Did you fix
Here's,
that burnt plastic?
There's
Casey
my
almost set
food.
the house on fire last
Wait,
time.
really?
Here's my food. Here's Grace's food. Here's
Brian.
Jake's food. There's
Brian.
Brian's food.
Have
Dude,
you guys
that
been cooking at
wide
all with
lens
each
is
other?
crazy.
Here's our communal cupboard.
Mm.
Here's our cups. Nothing up there.
I don't think we need a full
Every single nick and cranny.
The
yeah,
freezer.
I just want to see the rooms and shit. Oh, that's funny.
The fridge.
Bro, Inception.
Get Jake on here and Jake starts recording Brian.
No, that's fine.
Here we got my bedroom. Me and Grace's. The king bed.
How has it been sleeping with each other?
It's good.
Nice.
The desk. There's the stadium over there. I can't really see it.
Oh damn, yeah, you guys are close to it. Oh, is that Grace right there?
That's
No.
right.
I don't know if somebody's in the bed.
right? Your shower?
Bro, mute yourself, man.
Oh, go in a different room, Brian.
Okay, so here's our closet, which leads to the bathroom.
Where's Grace?
She's working.
Nice.
Is your shower tonight?
Yeah.
Mine's broken.
Damn.
The dining room.
Nice. Looks nice. You been enjoying it?
The weed.
Yeah, just
Still
on the
going.
table. That's the best part about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty fun.
Brian, you been liking it?
Ryan, you been liking it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Really nice to be living on my own and just not having my moms be on my back 24/7.
Oh yeah. Freedom.
Just get to do whatever I want to do.
Where's Jacobo?
He's smoking.
Oh,
At
You guys
the
got a
United
porch?
Crushers.
On to man. Yo, Brian, where were you, Jake, and Jono yesterday?
Oh, yesterday we were at a place called the Tun's Terror. It's someplace in St. Paul. I don't know
It's by St.
exactly
Thomas.
where it was because Jono took us.
It's by St.
Oh,
Thomas.
I think you mentioned that over the summer.
Yeah, Probably.
does John
We
know
drove
all
by
these
St. Thomas.
caves and stuff?
He's a dweller.
Really cool. It was really hard to get into. Really big, really creepy. We got to this place. It's called Stairway to Heaven, and we brought in 300 candles and we lit them all up and we just
That was you guys?
put them on the rocks. Yeah, that was us.
I didn't know you guys bring out the candles. That's pretty sick.
Because normally it's just like pitch black. It's just nobody's there. It's not like
Yeah.
a tourist attraction. So we
Looks
had to
like a
bring in all the
fucking
candles
like,
ourselves and light them up.
like a cult.
You should frame those.
I know.
Casey.
Why?
Pretty cool. Because they look cool.
They're here to be read.
Ooh.
It's Crow. And Creed.
Guess what, guys?
Hey, that's my last name, kind of.
What's up, Brian?
Check out what I got.
Guys, this guy looks like John Mayer.
An iPad?
Oh,
Yeah, iPad Pro.
From the army?
No, it's not from the army. It's just as a gift from my dad.
Nice.
cool. What have you been doing?
I'm saving a lot of paper. Don't have to buy notebooks, so maybe in the long run I'll save money.
This
Dude,
guy looks like
notebooks cost like
Najib.
$5. I'd be a stickler.
Dude, I went on a Zoom date the other day.
Oh.
It didn't go well.
No?
I got friend zoned.
You got friends end.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to like be romantic over the phone for a first impression,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, those are so
Whip out your
dumb.
cock.
I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna do it anymore.
Yeah,
I'm
those
only
are-
meeting in person because she was
Suck.
scared of COVID and stuff. So.
Guys, I found Brian in
the
here.
fuck.
Not me. That's not me at all.
Casey, you're on the left side.
That's Najib. That one.
There's Najib.
That's you, Casey. Oh, that's Najib. Yeah, right.
There's Isaac.
Bro, what?
That's
I actually don't have that much hair.
Looks like Johnny Sins, dude.
Johnny Sin.
The master.
There's David.
Cool.
Who's that guy?
I'd say that's more David.
I'm green. Yeah. I'm an alien.
That's Grace.
That's Grace, yeah. That's Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, these Meccans.
All right, Najib. David's here. What did you want to talk about?
Jax, right?
We were last
no.
time we were gonna talk about something, but then we were waiting for you, David.
Really?
You have the
No.
opposite view.
What were we guys
I'm
gonna talk
waiting
about
for
last time?
everyone. Waiting for everyone.
Bro, everyone
Fuck.
here is basically Jake's just gonna be sitting, you know, like that's what he's gonna be like. Gender
Casey, what's
dynamics,
up?
right?
What time does Jake get back?
He'll be back anytime.
All right. What about Grace?
She'll be back at like 9:30.
Yeah, let's talk about it before Grace gets here. So, yeah, what do you think about it?
What's the what exactly?
I don't know.
Gender
What is
dynamics?
it exactly, Najib?
I was planning on.
I think it makes me hard.
It's not about
Yeah, me
sex.
too. Yeah, it kind of is. We can talk about that too.
Partially.
Both interesting.
It's not what I was gonna talk about. But yeah, if you guys
Brian, do you want to talk about that?
Let's talk about that. Yeah, let's start with that. It's better to start with that. Something.
Brian, do you want to talk about that or
um,
not on camera?
Okay, I'm not trying to flex or anything, but dude, I took so long to come. Like for real.
You did? Oh. I don't know,
Dude,
Brian.
my
Hey,
endurance, like I was going for like almost an hour.
Dude,
No, it
What?
was not.
dude, low key.
Dude,
were there,
Casey, I was in
Casey?
there forever.
You were there, Casey?
Yeah, I was in the apartment.
What the fuck?
Wait, dude, were you piping on the Transformers bed sheets?
Yeah, I mean that's why they're so.
Dude,
they're
she's a
so
keeper.
good. They're that
She's a
good,
keeper.
guys. Take notes.
So it was good then, Brad?
It was good.
He disappeared.
Yeah, Brian, I want to hear more about this girl.
My mom's calling me. I'll just end this real quick, okay?
I'm gonna tell her.
It's Kat. Do you know Kat, David?
I've heard the name because he mentioned her like 2 weeks ago.
She's like
I
a
didn't know he already
powerhouse.
piped though.
She good looking?
They're really going fast. One sec, I'll move this light because I'm like super dark.
Nice haircut, Casey.
Oh.
I didn't get a haircut.
I'm moving over here.
Yeah, like nice hairstyle,
Thanks.
bitch.
Bitch.
I gotta put a shirt on. It's fucking cold.
Yeah, bro, I
It
gotta
was like
get a
40
sweat
degrees today.
Is that better?
You look
What did
like
you
a
guys talk
dad,
about?
Casey. We're talking about the weather.
Of course.
on. It was like 11C. No, it was 8C this morning.
Dude, don't start using Celsius.
Bro, it was
I'm only learning stuff.
112 this weekend for me. It's terrible.
It's all like
Yeah, that
50C.
sounds nice.
No, about 50 F.
What's 50C? Let me see.
Celsius.
Wait, let me see if I. No, I'm
Wait,
saying
50
in
Celsius
Fahrenheit.
would be like
Let me try to do it in my
100
head.
something.
Celsius is like
120.
130 degrees.
Yeah.
Bro, that's so goofy that Casey used Celsius incorrectly. I expect more of it from you, Casey.
I've never had to use it in high temperatures, man. It was 11C today. It's like 50.
Yeah, 11C is 50. Good job.
Nice.
Somewhere around 50.
0C, that's 32.
Yes. I knew that one.
Nice, Casey.
And negative 40C, that's negative 40 Fahrenheit.
Yo, Casey, when do you start classes?
I started last week on Tuesday.
Started today.
I thought you guys started yesterday.
That was
Dude,
for you.
I have one teacher.
That's what? Oh, you go to Augsburg. Never mind.
Dude, one of my teachers asked us what our pronouns were.
I'm fine with that.
I don't mind.
Dude, it's so fucking weird.
I mean, if there's enough,
I don't like that, to be honest.
why not?
I don't know, just like because it's like a sign of like they're just trying to push that stuff on everybody.
I think it's more just being like respectful.
Inclusive. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I mean I hope that's all that they're trying to do.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of unnecessary if you're not like a. No, that's bad phrasing. If you're not like.
Okay.
How do I word this correctly?
Like imagine asking like fucking me for my pronouns.
Yeah, like you don't really need to ask like
I
for
guess
somebody
it
that's like
just
not even gonna
depends.
question it.
If at least
But I
like
think it's, like-
1% of the people need to be asked, it should be asked.
I think it's to like normalize it so it's not weird for people that do need to like clear the table. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean I hope that's all they're doing.
Because when would the line be drawn? Like, what if people start identifying as dragons? Well, I guess that covers.
It's such
it
a
if
dumb
you're asking.
argument though.
It-
Like, it's
No,
not,
I mean technically you can identify as whatever the fuck you want.
Mm-hmm. Bro, Jordan Peterson doesn't understand postmodernism, Najib. I was looking into it.
Yeah, oh yeah, you told me that. Yeah, well, I what is postmodernism?
No one
Yeah,
really.
I
I mean,
guess.
it's kind of hard to define, but it's just not having any. It's like that, identifying as whatever. There's no objective truth, and it's just whatever.
What it is
personal
is just
experience.
what it is just we're all social constructs.
But then Jordan Peterson, he combines that with Marxism, which would be identifying with a certain group.
What do you mean?
Because, like, if you believe in Marxism, that Marxism would work, then that's not postmodernism. Postmodernism is just. Ooh, Cat just matched with me on Hinge.
Who did?
Cat. Brian's gonna get jealous.
Are you serious? Brian's-
No, some other Asian.
oh.
AC.
What was that? I missed it.
Nothing. You missed nothing.
What have you been up to, David? I haven't seen you in a while.
Dude, I've had class for like 3.5 weeks now, so I've been just grinding with school. Graphic design is fun. It's a lot of fucking just. I just like it better because I mean, drawing's fun, but doing stuff online is or like on Photoshop
bro.
is way better.
I love
Do you use
fucking around on
InDesign?
Illustrator. So fun.
Illustrator,
use?
yeah. I have a typography class, which is that's all we
Me
do.
too.
So,
I just signed up
oh
for
really?
it.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, type is it's fun, but it's kind of boring.
Do you guys
Like,
get
there's
a
cool
college
elements of it.
discount for Adobe?
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
That's sick. I feel like I could.
I'm
cheat
actually
the
getting a
system somehow.
MacBook, and there's like a laptop program, so you like get the MacBook and you pay for that with it or whatever. But yeah, if you buy all the things, also I know I have like Lightroom and stuff, which so if I ever want to like edit videos or that shit, I could. I mean, not like Premiere, yeah. It's all the Adobe. It's the Creative Cloud, so.
Yeah, that's sweet.
But yeah,
After
InDesign,
Effects.
Photoshop, and
Dude,
fucking.
I got Photoshop,
Illustrator.
Lightroom, and Premiere. I got all those for like $4.
You have that right now, did you?
Yeah, I got them right now.
Did you like
Like
do it to like a
back it, or-
VPN or some shit?
No, in Lebanon, you just go to a fucking any like electronic place and then just
Oh,
download
shit.
it on your computer.
Oh, that's funny.
It's all copyrighted.
What
It's a
what
2018 or 2019. 2018
Oh yeah,
or 2019.
that's fine.
Probably an old version, yeah, that they don't.
It's not the latest one.
There's not much new.
It's probably because of the laws, right? There's some loophole where they can just do shit like that, and like there's no repercussions.
Yeah, it's legal. It's legal in Lebanon. There's copyright
Yeah.
shit, I think. You can't find like Xbox One or PS4. Right?
Casey's got Jake lips right now.
Dude, you look like a donkey. You look like those cartoons, those old like Looney Tunes cartoons of black people. You know those old ass-
Whoa.
Oh, did you?
Kind of true though.
Say it.
You know
They
those
really
old
do
ass
emphasize the
ones?
lips in those ones.
Dude, those were so fucked up. Bro.
Yeah, if you watch any old movie, it's pretty cringy.
No, those cartoons, like you see him walking around like, "Ugh," and he's eating like a fucking watermelon.
I'm
It's
saying,
crazy that shit was real.
yeah, it seems so surreal now.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
guys
Isaac.
think about? Yeah, what's up?
Do you know about Bundesliga?
What
Yes,
happened?
a little bit.
Like, do you follow it? I mean,
Yeah.
Not really. I mean,
No.
kind of.
okay, never mind.
Did you see Messi didn't move? I
Yeah.
called it. I told you he wouldn't.
Well, he said he wouldn't go back, but I guess he did.
He stayed.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
dad was like talking to him. He flew into Barcelona.
It makes
was
no
talking
sense for him to
to-
leave. He was there his whole life.
Yeah, but now it's just
Isaac,
awkward.
what were you saying? What were you about to say?
I was gonna say, do you guys think they should take down Confederate statues? Or not even Confederate,
Mm,
like George Washington,
No.
Nah.
No.
but Confederate?
Nah. Confederate.
Yeah.
Nah.
I think they
I
should.
don't know.
This is my proposal. They should keep them up, but then on all of the plaques, they have to say like all the terrible things they did and the good things they did,
uh,
Yeah.
so that
I
people
mean-
can decide for themselves.
if you say all the terrible things you did, like literally, there wouldn't be one plaque that's like clean.
No, I'm sure they did a lot of good things. I mean, I
Just
think everyone
generally.
is. This is also how I see it. In like 100 years or 200 years, we're gonna look back at these times and be like, "Oh my gosh, they
Yeah,
ate
probably.
factory farm meat." But we all think we're morally superior right now than the people back then. But like,
I
if
feel like
any of
we'll
us were
always
alive-
think
don't.
that way.
I don't think we're morally superior than
Well,
them.
the people that want to take the statues down do.
Yeah.
But
The progressives.
the societal norms change all the time. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Casey,
It's
what
always
were
the
you thinking?
progressives.
Well, when you compare George Washington to Confederate statues, he did some terrible stuff, but he also like founded this country. Like Confederate, like soldiers or whatever, they didn't contribute anything. They fought against the country, so there shouldn't be statues in the country for them.
All right, here's my question. What benefit is going to come out of removing these statues?
Just
Yeah.
sends a signal that that's like,
Why not just accept the fact that, hey, we're the greatest country in the world, and we had a pretty fucked up past.
Well, it'd be like having a statue of Hitler in Germany.
It's
Well, I
just
think
weird.
it's different because Hitler did a
It's
lot
so
worse.
just because it's a
like,
statue doesn't mean you're worshiping it.
I
You
know.
could have like a
I agree with you.
I think
Like,
people
I don't think
definitely
they should be
not
tearing them
worshiping
down,
it.
but I can understand. Like, if I was a Jew
like
and I was
if
living
it's a
in
piece of history. You know, I'm not saying build a statue now of Hitler and be like, oh, Hitler. Like I'm like if it's a piece of history,
But
it's something that
None of the
represents
statues
the
were
past.
built during the Civil War. They were built in the 60s to be against the Civil Rights Movement. They're not like historic statues. They're really new.
That
Also-
is a historic statue.
I bet they.
No, they're really new.
You got to
I
connect
mean, it
the
was built.
audio.
It's the
Jake.
history of the '60s then.
But don't you think that they
But
could just be
It's
in a
from the
museum
Civil
then,
War.
Najib?
Yeah, but it's
The
still
boys.
it's still the history of the
What's
'60s.
up,
But
Jake?
Najib,
If
states
it's in a museum, well, what
changed-
difference does it make if it's in a museum or if it's on the street?
No, but Najib, the statues weren't built out of like civil right or like Civil War pride. It was built to be against the Civil Rights Movement. It's not a historic
Oh.
statue. Just like
It is a
states,
historic statue.
It's not. It's new.
It's in, you said
They're
it was
all
they're in the
new.
'60s.
Jake, do you think
Jake.
Confederate
Yeah, that's
statues should be
not
taken
during
down?
Civil War. That's
I
so
don't
new.
think
Yeah.
regardless, Casey, it's still a
Oh,
history.
Jake thinks so.
'60s was part of history.
Why
It
do
was
you think so, Jake?
used to be against the Civil Rights Movement. It was terrible. It's literally built by
Okay,
racist people.
Yo,
because
let
they're
Jake
against the
speak.
Civil Rights Movement.
One at a time.
I
So
think
you-
if we don't,
Okay.
just get rid of everything that's offensive, there's gonna be a war. The next Civil War.
So you're joking then?
Yeah.
Dude, no, I'm not joking.
There's not gonna be that Civil
No,
War.
Jake's comment, right? But Casey, your argument is you'd remove it because you think it's offensive. That's why you want to remove it.
No,
Yes.
you remove it because you built a statue for someone who, like, fought against your country. Like, what's up with that?
What?
Well, not necessarily fought
He wasn't
against
fighting
the country.
against. Who
Yeah.
was fighting against the country?
The Confederates, you dumbass.
They
They were fighting against the United States.
Well, that's
They
not
would
what you
build
said right
statues.
before. That's not what you said
What?
right before. You said they're a bunch of racists. So we have to take
See,
their stand.
No.
I
I'm
feel like
saying the statue was built out of racism. It wasn't built from Civil War. It wasn't built during the Civil War. That's why it's not historic. It was built out of racism. The South was seeing all these civil rights movements from black people, and they're
Oh.
like, they changed their flag, so they brought the Confederate flag back to their state flag. They added the Confederate flag in the 60s, not during the Civil War. They built the Confederate statues in the 60s, not during the Civil War.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Well,
It's totally relevant. You're saying it's like, it's historic. You got to keep the statue up. But no, they
Right.
were built recently out of racism.
But we have plenty of things from the '60s that are. The '60s is a historic time period. It's 80, how many-
Yeah.
60 years ago.
But you can't say those statues are historic. They're about the Civil War. No, they were built so recently.
Yeah, but they're still a part of history. They're part of the
Okay,
'60s.
Najib, let me ask you this.
Man,
Imagine at our Congress building, there was a big Nazi symbol. Just imagine that from prehistoric times. Would you want to keep that up there?
from prehistoric times.
Or not prehistoric?
Prehistoric.
Like a
Historic.
dinosaurs, put it over there.
when they're not, when,
Like a
when
pterodactyl.
they're
the
not
Nazi
around.
dinosaurs.
No, because
Punch
there's.
Nazi dinosaurs.
I'd want to take it
Where,
down.
on where,
because
Isaac? Where would it be?
Like on some government building.
Well, I feel like with
Well,
the
that's a-
majority of monuments, like they're not like in necessarily a place where it like really matters. Like I think if it's bothering people enough, it makes sense why they wanted to take it down. But I'm like unaffected by it. But I think the thing is, the people that are defending it, for the majority, are racist, and they're doing it for those motives.
Well,
I don't know about that. I think it's just people get mad that a few people that get offended by something can take down a statue because anyone can get offended by anything.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what I think. Like,
But
if
I mean, I
it's-
feel like they have reason to be offended, generally speaking.
doesn't matter.
But yeah, also I don't feel like it matters
enough.
enough to the point. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I would definitely want to take down some Nazi sign. if it was on a
Well, yeah,
government
I mean,
building.
Nazis are different though, because that's like
Isaac,
a complete like
if it's
overall like hierarchy of government.
But there's a difference between like leaving a Nazi like thing up versus tearing it down and putting it in a museum. Because then it's like it's
who's that?
It's not being
Brian's
like
mom.
put on a pedestal.
Dude, look at Casey's
Brian's
name.
Jake, do you have your earbuds in?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Anyways, my point is, Isaac, when you were talking about on a government building, I mean that's different than taking a statue down or a symbol down just because it offends people. If it's on a government building, I think that's a different issue. What are you waving at?
Brian.
Yeah, my mom just came.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you
We all
saw?
saw, yeah.
Okay.
But Najib,
Jake,
Oh,
what do you
cat.
think about
Yeah, Casey.
Brian's adventure yesterday?
Wait, you asking me?
Yeah. Brian told me.
Oh, it was pretty crazy, dude. I mean, I wasn't here for it. I left.
Wait, it
But
was
it sounded
yesterday?
pretty crazy. Yeah.
Damn.
Let's get you
Fresh
some
blood.
food.
Ew.
Yeah.
What'd you say? What'd you want, Casey?
think about this. Wait, no, I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
My whole point is, I don't think it makes sense to take something down just because it's offensive to a group of people.
Well,
So
why
you
would
have
you
to
take
think
it off a
about why
government
it was
building
put
then?
up in the first place.
What? What'd
Why
you
would
say,
you
Isaac?
take it off a government building?
I'd take it off a government building because if it's on a government building, then I think it's sending a false message out to the population, to other people, to the country. That's more of like a government issue, not a.
Don't
not
you
a-
think people can think the same thing if it's on public property of the government? If it's in some park? What's the difference between that and a
no,
government
I don't
building?
think so.
What's the
But
difference?
who takes care of the statue? It's the government. It's government owned. It's the same thing.
I mean, what do
Well,
they do to take care of it?
I
Just,
think-
like,
They
clean
clean
it,
the,
maybe?
the bulge of the Confederate man.
I feel like
Hey,
they aren't
Najib,
cleaning
hey,
it.
Najib,
What?
I would agree with you if those statues were built during the Confederacy. Because then they'd be historic, and then it could just stay there because, like, who the fuck cares? But they weren't built then. They're not, like, artifacts.
Okay. Well, if it was on government property, I think there'd have to be a way to clearly, like, show that the country or whatever doesn't agree with. Like, if it was a statue of, I don't know, fucking Hitler or the Nazi symbol or something. You know, but I don't think it should be taken down just because it offends people.
Yeah, I don't know either, but I think
Yeah.
I don't think it really is about offending. I think it just kind of represents.
No, people want to take these statues down because they get offended. Like,
I know. I'm saying me personally, they don't offend me at all, but I still don't think. You know, I was totally on your side until I actually talked about this right now. I've never really thought about it. So
well, yeah, I've never thought about it either till now. But what'd you change?
well, I just feel like if they should go down because if there was a Nazi thing up, I'd want it to be taken down.
You would want it to be taken down.
Yeah, because I think it represents.
Well, I feel like the thing is, especially with a lot of the statues, it's obviously like a racism thing. Like, we don't, we're all white people, or not. Like, we're white people, so, like, we're not affected in the same way.
The one non-white guy is defending the statue. So.
Well, yeah, even that, though, like, I don't know. I just feel like because we're white people, like, the thing with Hitler is, like, obviously that's affecting, I mean, it's targeting Jews, but it's still affecting everybody. So
I feel like when there's a statue of something that almost is like, if it's not in a museum, if it's in some public place,
Power.
it's like they're saying these people are, oh, bro, the meeting's going to run out in 10 minutes.
damn.
It's like saying these are good people. I can just send another link.
Or I think you can extend the time, can't you?
Yeah, if I upgrade, I'm not going to upgrade.
Can't you make it unlimited though?
Yeah, if I like pay.
You have to pay. Well, how did we do it last time?
You can just restart it, right?
Yeah,
The scissors are.
it's really easy. I'll just send another email.
What's up?
So how do we do it last time? Last time it was a lot longer.
They gave us a free pass
You're good, bro.
because it was the
Oh,
first
that's
time I'd ever done it.
Hey, Najib,
Yeah, Casey.
you know what there's a lot of statues of? Jesus.
Yeah,
Buddha,
yeah.
not the devil. You don't see people posing, taking photos next to a big devil statue.
What does
It's
that
not
have
a
to do
big
with it?
tourist attraction.
What does that have to do
Because
with
when you
anything?
have a statue, you're idolizing that figure.
And there's plenty of figures of bad people that you could call have commit devilish actions. I'm sure there's plenty of statues of the devil at like a Satanist, like a Satan church. Or
There's
whatever.
not many though.
You'd be surprised.
Yo, let's talk about the gender stuff because we got everyone here.
Let's do that after the time runs out when the new one goes. In.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. This is part 1.
Yeah.
The statues. So Jake, you think
Yes.
everything should be taken down because it offends people?
No, but I think it will get taken down because it offends people.
Okay,
Nah,
Isaac, hold on. Isaac, I think I agree with what you're saying. I think I agree with you. I think it should be taken down. But it either should be taken down or should be,
I think it should be taken down and put in a museum.
yeah,
I just don't think
moved.
it should be in a public place.
It should be moved if it's sending them the wrong message, maybe. Or it should be manipulated, like they should change it in some way.
It should
Like,
be
Now
put
that,
to
now
the
that I
Black
think
History
about it more
Museum.
though, then it still is the mob is deciding what statues would stay and go. Because like there could be hypothetically someone that gets offended by Mother Teresa, and then they're gonna say that doesn't stand for something good. It has to go into a museum.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying they should remove it if it's offensive. I'm saying they should remove it if it's sending out a wrong message. If it's on government property and it's
Yeah, I'm
sending
saying
out a wrong.
sending out the wrong message would be offending people.
No. I'm saying sending out, like having a statue, like having a Nazi symbol on a government building doesn't make any sense because that's not what the U.S. Constitution stands for. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I guess that's
So
a
you're sending-
good way to distinguish it.
So you're sending out the wrong message to the population and to other countries about the United States, and that gets kind of dangerous. So that's why I think either should be moved, or you have to find some sort of way to make it clear to people that that this is just a piece of history or whatever you want to.
The reason everything isn't going to change is because there's an entire state named after a former slave owner. So that ain't
Which state
changed.
is that?
Yeah.
Washington.
Washington.
You know, he had slave teeth.
So
in his
guys,
mouth.
What does
Not
that mean?
proven, but human teeth.
He took
guys,
slaves'
here's-
teeth and made them and put them in his mouth.
That's
Guys.
apparently that's
It's
what I
not
heard
proven
Duncan
that they're
Trussell
from
say on
slaves,
Joe
but they're
Rogan.
from other people.
He's
So,
kind of
Casey,
sad about
Joe.
it, so.
Hey, Casey, so what's your problem with? Do you have a problem with the state being named after a slave owner?
No,
You don't?
because it's not named after a slave owner. It's named after a founding father.
Who was a slave owner?
Yeah,
Was he not?
he wasn't, like the state wasn't named after him because he did such a great job with slaves.
Well, I
because
mean,
he
the thing was
built
like being a slave owner back then was clearly way more acceptable than it was now. Because obviously
That's
it's
my
not
point
acceptable now.
that I was
And that's
trying to
yeah, like
Yeah, it's like
can't-
eating meat now.
It was
can't
the
claim-
norm, yeah.
You can't claim moral superiority over somebody that lived 100 years ago if you yourself would have acted the same way if you were alive 100 years ago.
Do you guys think you'd be a
As in,
Nazi
like,
if you were
same
born
way
in
as-
Germany? I don't think
Yeah,
I
that's
would.
exactly my point. Is not like Casey, if you were born in Germany, there's a good chance you could have been a Nazi. At that
You know,
time.
people always say that,
Not a lot of people were for that.
but I don't think
Most
I
of
would. Do you
Germany
think I would?
wasn't for that.
Jake and
Well,
Isaac would be the most likely to be Nazis.
I feel like I wouldn't be a Nazi.
That's because you guys are blonde, though. That's the only reason.
Because I feel like I'm a pretty free thinker. You know?
You're a free thinker, but you don't believe in free will.
Yeah.
Free will.
How
You're a
does
free
that
thinker.
Well, that doesn't.
Are you ever really free?
Isaac is still a free thinker, even
Are
if
you
he's
a free
not free to
thinker?
think.
If you have no free will.
Because when I'm talking, see, this is the thing. When I talk, I don't talk like free will doesn't exist because everyone thinks free will exists.
That doesn't matter. You're not a free You're not a free thinker if all your thoughts are just are a result of a bunch of molecules in your head and your past experiences. You're not a free
The
thinker.
past,
past
experiences
experiences-
have made me a free thinker.
Exactly.
They haven't.
Huh?
How? You have no control over them. You have no free will over anything.
Yeah, I know. But in the common English
He didn't
language,
decide to be a free thinker. His life made him a free
there you go.
thinker.
Casey knows what I'm talking about.
Isaac,
Dumbass.
As you're not a free thinker because you don't have free control over your thoughts.
Dude, shut up.
Bro, this is like being anal about being a free will.
No,
'Cause-
I agree with you that there's no free will. That we don't have free will if there's no God. I agree with you, but it's because. But like I said, if you can't say that you have no free will and then claim that you're a free thinker.
They're not the same
What would I
thing.
say then to try to explain what I'm trying to say?
I don't know. What are you trying to say? I don't
That I'm
know.
a free thinker.
Well, you could probably just rephrase like free thinker. Like,
no, it would just be
like-
still free thinker.
well, because like in general, like all you're trying to say is you just think for yourself, and you're like not as, I don't know. It's essentially the same thing, but I think
You
just
think for
phrasing it
yourself. You
differently.
He's
think for yourself.
open-minded.
Yeah, like thinking for yourself or being open-minded is the same thing, and like it's just phrased differently, but it's like not.
He's an
meant to
inquirer.
speak free
He's an
will.
inquirer.
Yeah.
IB learner profile.
Why is Casey the pinned person on my screen? How do I get it to like switch through people
Gallery
when you-
mode.
Just click on the
Instead of speaker view.
Oh, gallery's
right.
nice. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Jake, have you been talking to any females?
Yeah, bro, they're all so stupid though. Like
Aw,
every girl I
no.
met is just like gets hammered every night, dude.
Bro, I feel like that's
So
just like how
gross.
everyone our age is.
Nah,
I hate
that's
it.
just before class starts. I
That-
feel like
that's
people
not
calm down a
everyone,
little
that's
bit.
the
When,
majority.
I
Well,
got
I would
hammered the
hope
other
they
night,
calm down.
and I threw up. I'm done with that shit.
drinking?
Yeah, dude. I only had like 4 shots,
Yeah.
and I took 2 bong hits, and I threw up.
I feel like you
Did
throw up
throw up right
easily,
after you
Casey.
drank, or what?
I threw up like an hour later.
What'd you eat?
Nothing.
Chips.
Oh yeah, I ate 2 chips, and then I threw up from the chip.
2 chips.
That's weird.
Oh yeah, I got fucked up.
What
last
did you
weekend.
drink, Casey?
Edibles.
4
Those are crazy.
shots
Yeah,
of
they hit you like a rock, bro.
watermelon
It's gonna-
Amsterdam.
It's gonna cancel, guys. I'll give you the
Ah,
blue link.
damn.
It'll be like 1 minute.
Yeah.